So good evening, my dear students. I hope you all remember the name of the chapter we are doing. Okay. And you are also revising when you're coming for the class. And you also remember in the last class, we did not do any kind of reactions. We simply studied few definitions and important properties. Yes, very good. We are studying the chapter called as metallurgy, where we actually started with the concept of metallurgy, right? In metallurgy, in the last class, we were discussing about properties of ionic compounds. Can you quickly think about what are the properties of ionic compounds? What are the general properties of ionic compounds? Yes, come on. Very good, Hitesh. Ionic compounds are strong and hard, but at the same time, they are brittle. That is formed between a cation and an anion. Very good. That is a metal and a non-metal. Very nice. They have high melting point, high boiling point. What else? Good conductors of electricity, but only in molten state. In solid substance, they will not conduct electricity. Very good, Shivani. They're soluble in water, but they're insoluble in organic solvents. Correct? This is what we spoke about ionic compounds. Followed by that, we started with the definitions, where we studied few definitions. Did you all read the definitions? Yes. Which are the definitions we did in the last class? Thank you so much. A lot of students are telling me yes. Minerals, ore, gangue, and metallurgy. So let us start with minerals. What are minerals? The compounds of metals that occur in nature along with the impurities are called as minerals. For the students who haven't studied them yet, can repeat after me. The compounds of metals that occur in nature along with the impurities are called as minerals. And the minerals from which the metals can be separated economically are called as ores. And ores contain many types of impurities such as soil, sand, and rocky substances along with the metal compounds. And these impurities are called as gangue. These all things combine together and we learn a technique called as metallurgy. That is the process of extraction of the metal in the pure state from the ores is also called as metallurgy. So today I'm going to teach you what are the basic principles of metallurgy. And as far as I remember, we had already written this in the notebook. We have already made this table, right? Today my computer is not going to listen to me. Okay, we've already made this table, right, where we've studied the basic principles of metallurgy. The first one is concentration of the ores, extraction of metal, and refining of metals. Today we are going to start with today we want to start with concentration of the ores. So let us start with concentration of the ores. I want everyone to read. See, there's a lot of theory part involved here. We have very less of reactions when we are talking about metallurgy, the extraction processes. So there's less of reactions, lot of theory part, lot of explanation, lot of processes. So I want everybody to concentrate on the slide and listen to me carefully. After I finish one entire process, at the end of that, you can ask me questions or you can ask me any doubts you have. Till then, I don't want you to get distracted and start typing any doubts you have. Keep the doubts to yourself. Once you are done with any one process, at the end of that, you can ask me any questions. So I'm beginning with concentration of the ores. So concentration of the ores is the process of separating the gangue from the ores is called as concentration of the ores. The concentration of ores means what? We are separating the gangue. That means I'm separating the impurities and getting the pure form of the ore. This is basically the first step, the raw material which we get directly from the mining site. Various ways can be used for this purpose. The exact way will depend upon the physical property of the metal, because we'll check what type of ore is there, which metal has to get extracted, what is the type of gangue available, what is the situation. Depending on all that, I'm going to decide which process I'm going to use. We have a lot of processes, only few of them are listed down in your textbook. Along with that, it will also depend upon the reactivity of the metal and the facilities which are available for purification. Along with that, one more important point which we keep under consideration is the environmental pollution. We need to take care about whether the process is not causing a lot of pollution, because that won't be accepted by the government to carry out the process. Okay, so let's start with the first step. Some general methods for the concentration of the ores are as follows. The first one, like we discussed, was separation based on gravitation. Do you remember which is the first technique which we used for separation based on gravitation? What's the technique I had given in the table? Can you tell me which is the process? Anybody? Very good. It's Wilfley table method. When I am talking about separation based on gravitation, the heavy particles of the ores can be easily separated from the light particles, obviously because of the gravitational method. The process to carry out the separation are as follows. So the first one is Wilfley table method. In this method of separation, the Wilfley table is made by fixing narrow and thin wooden riffles on inclined surface. Now everybody see the diagram carefully, which is coming on the PowerPoint here. Wilfley table method. As you all can see, the diagram consists of a very inclined surface. That means in a slanting manner. And there are in between the slits. Can you see those slits there? Those slits are indicating the riffles. Riffles means बीच में ऐसे छोटे. It's like a step, a small step. Are you getting my point? You know na staircase. Staircase कैसे होता है? Flat surface, then a little above. Same way, these are a little inclined where we have riffles, that is the slits in between. Now this table is kept continuously in the vibrating manner. You have seen the sieving technique. Sieving सबको पता है क्या होता है? छन्नी से छानना. Channi, do you know the sieve? Meaning of sieve, everyone? Yes, it's kind of a sieving technique where we are sieving. You might have seen in rural areas where agriculture is happening, farming is happening. They sieve the, what do? They sieve the wheat to get rid of the husk which is there on that, right? Similarly, in that way, it is Wilfley table method. So in this technique, my dear students, the powdered ore which is obtained from the lumps of the ore, जो raw material हमको मिलता है, using a ball mill. Ball mill is, you know what? It's the mill which is used to do the separation, just like the chakki we have, which grounds the ore on the table, and a stream of water is also released from the upper side. Can you see the stream of water? First, we have three sections there from where the powdered ore is coming. Then we have the water section coming from there, and the ore along with the water is allowed to pass in the slanting manner in the Wilfley table method. And because the arrangement in this way, this results the lighter gangue particles to be carried along with the flowing water, while the heavy particles in which the proportion of minerals is more. जहाँ बहुत सारा mineral है and less of gangue is there, it gets blocked by the wooden riffles and gets collected on the slits between them. I'll repeat myself once again. What is exactly the meaning of Wilfley table method? To understand this technique, you need to get the concept of sieve in your mind. You know the wooden sieve which they make with the help of these bamboo sticks? So wooden sieve hota hai, it's exactly like that. I am putting the ore from the top along with water. The ore along with water, both are coming down in the sieve. अब ये sieve कैसा है? Inclined है, means slanting. Inclined है means slanting, and in between there are slits. अब ये slits की वजह से क्या होगा? The heavy particles will get stuck there. The heavy particles of the ore, which is actually containing the main metal, the mineral, जिसमें सबसे ज़्यादा ore है, जो important part है, that will get stuck into the slits. और जो lightweight particles, which is the gangue, which are the impurities, which is not required, will flow away with the jet of water which is coming from the top. And the impurities which are coming from the top will get collected in the bottom part. वो निकल जाएगा in the form of gangue. And if you see at the left hand side, we have a section which is for the concentrated ore. That concentrated ore I will scrape. जैसे एक finger से हम निकालते हैं ना, वैसे slit से it is going to be removed. With the help of a spatula or a spoon or whatever it is, they will remove the main ore and get it on the left hand side, which is the important mineral part. And the impurities will come down with the help of water. Powdered ore means, see, from the mining section, we get the whole of the bunch of the entire product, entire minerals. That has to be powdered and then put from the top. Slit means a small step kind of a thing, a small section. Okay, wait, I'll try to do that. Okay, I've been continuously getting few messages for the students to ask other students to please switch on the video. For the students who are not listening to the teacher and not switching off the video, I can't do anything of you because I can't keep a tab of 500 students in the class to ask them switch off the video. It's a request to me for the students who really want to listen. You concentrate on the slide, you pin my video so that you can only see my screen. All right. And one student has been asking me continuously that, ma'am, do we have to write? I have always told in my lecture, do not panic. I will tell you when you are supposed to write. So you don't have to write anything until and unless I tell you and I give you time. All these things, I don't think we need to waste time in talking about all this. You all are grown-up kids. You all know about this. Why should we waste our time talking about all these things? And one more thing, you don't even have to take screenshots. You don't even have to write anything, because everything what I'm showing on the screen for these lectures, I have directly taken from the textbook. So that when I'm repeating or when I'm trying to explain, I use maximum of the textual language, so that when you're writing the answer, you are able to get that language only. So don't take screenshots. It is simply the copy of the textbook. Here I have not shortened anything because I don't want to miss out on anything. Is it all right? Shall I get back to the topic again? And I am one more question. Am I audible to everyone? Because again, a few questions which I am getting is my voice is lagging. You are not able to hear me. Is all these things happening? Okay. So I think majority of the students are telling me my voice is crystal clear. Thank you so much. But if certain students are not able to hear me, please check internet on your side, because I think from my side, everything is perfect today. And okay, so few questions related to the subject is, what is a ball mill? A ball mill is a type of a grinder which is used to grind or blend or something like that. We just have to crush, no, we have to powder the ore. That is the meaning of a ball mill. Okay. Chinmay, I have already told that I cannot keep a tab of 500 students to switch off the videos. Why don't you concentrate on my voice and the screen which I am sharing? I think it will be much better. Neha, again I am telling you, you do not have to write. I think the same thing I'm repeating. The answer to the question, slits. Slits is a kind of a small ridge which is made in between, a small gap which is made in between. Today I feel I am teaching kindergarten kids, because I think everybody is online these days and all the students listen to the teacher when they say it once. Even the kids understand what's happening to you guys today. Okay, to get rid of the screen changes every time when someone switch on the video, you can do one thing. You can pin my video. You have this opportunity in Zoom, so that whenever, even if somebody is switching on the video or switching it off, you will not get that. You will only get the screen which I'm sharing. You see my name, adjacent to my name, you will see pin video option. You can do that. Okay, thank you, Shrey. He says that sharing screen is always pinned. Shall we get back to Wilfley now, using his Wilfley table method? All right. So is Wilfley table method clear to everyone? I've tried to answer the question. You just have to keep in your mind the sieving technique. It is nothing but a sieving technique is done manually. But यही चीज अगर हम machine के साथ use करें, कैसा sieving होगा? That's the same process. I'll repeat once again. Wilfley table method consists of a narrow and thin wooden riffles on inclined surface. The wooden riffles are nothing but the slits, which is a dark brown in color. You can see in the diagram. The table is kept vibrating. No, it's from top to bottom. How do you move out the stair? तुम staircase, अगर तुम ऊपर से नीचे उतर रहे हो staircase पे, तो कैसे होगा? How will you come down? Can you see the riffles in between? You get one step down, one step down, one step down. Just like that, it is not that much gap, just like the staircase. उसमें इतना gap नहीं होता है जैसे staircase में होता है. Very small gaps, but yes, those are gaps in between. And then from the top, I have powdered the ore using the ball mill technique along with water. Water is at a very high speed. It comes down. तो जैसा ही वो speed में आएगा, जो light होगा, जो light in weight होगा, that will easily flow with the water. और जो heavy होगा, that will get stuck in between. That will get stuck in between, and that the particles which are sticking in between, the heavy particles that is containing main proportion of minerals and less of gangue. See, ये technique से हमको metal नहीं मिलने वाला है. This is the beginning. We are starting from the first step. जो raw material mining site से आएगा, उसको एक step पहले करना पड़ेगा. Then there is a lot of steps. Like this is the first step, which is concentration of the ore. Then I have extraction of the metal, and then I have refining. After doing all this, we complete the process of metallurgy, which means that I'm extracting the metal in the pure form. Getting my point? इसमें भी जो concentrated ore हमको मिला है, वो 100% pure नहीं है. उसमें और impurities आएगा. Because that's the first step. Then after I do the second step, I will again get rid of more impurities. Clear, everyone? Is Wilfley table method clear to you? Shall we move the next method? Thank you, Samiha. So the next method which we are going to do today is hydraulic separation method. Yes, I'll revise once again. Do not worry. Let me finish. Gangue means impurities. Yes, heavy ore is left on the side. TK Mohan, whoever you are, don't force me to throw you out of the class. Please behave yourself. Today I am actually getting the feeling of sitting inside a classroom and talking to you people. Yes, Urvi, yes. Slits. Riffles means slits. Thank you, Mayank. So the next technique we are talking about is hydraulic separation method. अब ये technique भी separation based on gravitation पे depend करता है, right? So the hydraulic separation method is based on the working of a mill. It is based on the technique of the mill. अगर मैं exact तुमको idea दूं mill का, तो क्या तुम कभी चक्की वाले के पास गए हो? The mill गए हो? उसका देखा है कैसा होता है? It is a wide mouth on the top, tapering at the end. You put the wheat and you get the flour from the below. Sorry, students, just give me a minute. I think I have to throw a few students out of the class. Just give me a minute, please. Till then, you can all read the Wilfley table method. Let's not waste time because of some students who are not listening to teacher. Bye bye, TK Mohan. Thank you so much. See, like I am also learning a lot of technology here, so I don't know what you are saying. To log the meeting. Sorry, Harsh, I can't get to that. So we were talking about hydraulic separation method, where I took the example of the mill. जैसे मैंने तुमको बताया चक्की वाले के पास हम जाते हैं जहाँ आटा पिसाने. The flour mill is just a kind of a similar technique, the similar apparatus. The hydraulic separation method is based on the working of the mill. There is a tapering vessel similar to that of the grinding mill. It opens in a tank-like container that is tapering on the lower side. The tank has an outlet for water on the upper side and water inlet on the lower side. Can you see that? See, do not worry. Let's not get back to I'm not doing anything. I'm just continuing my lecture. I'm not concentrating on the students who are writing anything on the chat box. Tapering means narrow हो जाना, narrow हो जाना नीचे से, okay? So it opens in a tank-like container that is tapering on the lower side, which is becoming narrow. Now this tank has an outlet for water on the upper side. Can you see that? And water inlet on the lower side. ऊपर भी outlet है, वो जो outlet के बाजू में gang लिखा है, right? That is the outlet, and there is a water inlet at the base as well. So how is it going to help me concentrate the ore? So finely ground ore is released in the tank. From the top section, हम लोग क्या डालने वाले हैं? Ore. Once I put the ore, a forceful jet of water is introduced in the tank from the lower side. अभी नीचे से अगर हम स्पीड में अगर एक पानी का पाइप लगाएंगे, so the force will go up, and when it goes up, what is it doing? The lightweight particles जो gang है, they will come on the top, because जो light होगा वो top पे होगा, and therefore the top particles which come on the upper side are easily removed from the outlet which is given for gang. And on the lower side, the heavy particles are collected at the bottom, and that bottom is made for the concentrated ore at the lower side. In this method, which is based on the law of gravitation, जो heavy होगा वो नीचे होगा, जो light होगा वो ऊपर चला गया. Because in the difference in the size of the particles, we are easily able to separate the gang and the ore with the help of water. See, we use water because सबसे पहले ये जो techniques है हमको उसको cost cutting के साथ देखना है, because we don't want an expensive techniques to extract the ore, वरना हमारा metal expensive हो जाएगा, right? So if my metal is becoming expensive, I'll try to make use of all the techniques which are easily and cheaply available. अभी इस technique में, if you observe, we are not using any chemicals, only the force of water. Only the force of water is helping me getting rid of the ore and the gang, isn't it? So it's very easier to use this. And ये इतना simple technique है, कोई भी कर सकता है इसको low scale पे. And this is just the technique which is given to you. Before this technique, after this technique also, there are a lot of processes. What happens to the water which is present here, how the water is used, there are a lot of processes involved there. We are just understanding the basic technique, how the gang and the ore is getting separated. And with water, the metal does not react. So again, it's there is no possibility of any reaction happening here. So it's very easy to use water. So I repeat once again, in this technique, which is called as hydraulic separation method, is based on the working of a mill. There is a tapering vessel, which is similar to that of the grinding mill. It opens in the open tank-like container, tapering at the lower side, that is becoming narrow. It has an outlet for water on the upper side and inlet on the lower side. Grounded ore is put into the tank. Forceful jet of water is introduced from the below. Gang particles being lighter come on the top. Heavier particles, that is the ore, get settled at the bottom. And because of gravitation, because of the difference in the particle size, we are able to separate the ore and the gang. No, it's a big machine like you see in the mill, ball mill process. It's a big machine. And in the exam, let me tell you, nobody, see, there are very, very rare chances that they are going to ask you the entire process for 5 marks or 3 marks. They will not tell you कि पूरा process लिख के बताओ. But definitely you need to know the process, as objective based questions can be asked on that. They might ask you the diagram and they tell you just explain in few words what is this technique, what is this technique called as, how does it get separated, what is the method based on. These kind of objective type questions can be asked. As you people are very fortunate that in science they have really made the papers very easy, where they don't ask you big questions where you have to explain in your own words. You just have an objective type of questions maximum number of time. You don't, yes, you have to learn the diagram, definitely, yes, you should know the diagram, as naming of the diagram can be asked in the exam. No, Chinmay, no, we are not talking about that. Ore suspension means water mixed with the entire ore. Yes, in drawing, see now, frankly speaking, online, I don't know how you're going to do this diagram thing. But when we used to write the exam, our diagrams were expected to be known to the students. Ore suspension means ore mixed with water, the solution. There, after mixing, the resulting solution is called as ore suspension. Yes, Jitendra, you're feeling lucky today. Powdered ore means the ore which is in the powdered form. And what is the meaning of the ore? Minerals along with the metals and the impurities is called as ore. Concentrated ore means which is got rid of the impurities, that is the gangue. Where we have separated the gangue and we have only the concentrated ore where metal along with the oxides is present. I am telling you, drawing these diagrams can be a question. I don't know how they're going to do it online, but this kind of questions are expected. Yash, are you able to hear me? VK_ Yash, can you hear me? Yes, naming can be asked. See, Samia, they might have tried a lot of techniques. Air pressure might have also be used in, but they might have come across a lot of difficulties by doing with air pressure. So we are not using that, and that's why we have come to the water pressure. Depends upon how much ore we are using, Shivani. For the outlet, you just have to remember the outlet is on the top, which is where the gangue is coming out. Yes, all metals are present along with their ores, apart from the metals which are in the noble state, like gold, platinum. They occur in the raw state. They don't have ores because they are very less reactive. They use it in a lot of techniques, lot of extraction processes. When we'll talk about extraction of metal, that time you'll come to know where we are using it. And inlet is what? The water which is coming in. That is called as the inlet. Yes, it is used for large scale production. And the best part is you don't have to study any reactions along with these processes. That is the best part of what? I always feel studying answers are more difficult than studying reactions. Oh wow, a lot of students agree with me. Noble metals are gold, silver, a kind of less reactive. Diamond is the allotrope of carbon. No, how can it be with the ore? It's only the pure form of carbon. Okay, Vedant, no problem. So we finished the first technique, that is separation based off gravitation, where we have done with Wilfley method and hydraulic separation method. So now we have come to the second type, which is magnetic separation method. बहुत ही simple है, बहुत ही interesting है. I think looking at the diagram, everybody is able to understand what are we going to do in this experiment. Yes, Atharva, ores has impurity as well. So we were talking about magnetic separation method. What do we see here? I see a non-magnetic roller, a magnetic roller, then a powdered ore, few collectors, a conveyor belt, and then as you can see, there are two collectors. There are two collectors here. In one collector, there is a non-magnetic ingredient, and in the second collector, it is a magnetic ingredient. So a separation is going to happen based on the magnetic property of the ore, isn't it? Right? Are you able to understand the diagram? First, concentrate on the diagram and try to understand. You all can hear me, right? Rollers, yes, rollers are magnetic and non-magnetic. So how are we going to continue with the process? This machine contains main two important parts. These are the two iron rollers, which are on the conveyor belt, which is continuously moving around them. Do you know what's the meaning of a conveyor belt? Have you heard about this conveyor belt before? Yes, like in airports and where your baggage is going on in the belt, that is a conveyor belt. And you might have gone to malls, definitely malls to sabhi gaye hain, security checking mein you keep your bags and that goes inside. That is called as the conveyor belt, which is usually made up of leather or brass. All right. So then one of the roller is made magnetic and the other one is non-magnetic. Why do we do that? And like I said, the conveyor belt is usually made up of leather or brass, and the powdered ore is poured on the conveyor belt from the non-magnetic roller side. See, the पीछे वाला side है वो non-magnetic है, आगे वाला magnetic है. So when the ore is put, two collector vessels are placed below the magnetic conveyor belt. The particles of the non-magnetic part in the ore are not attracted towards the magnetic roller, right? जो non-magnetic content होगा वो magnetic roller को stick होगा क्या? नहीं. It will move away from that. So it will immediately fall into the collector which is placed in a slightly away from the magnetic roller. और जो magnetic content होगा that will stick to the magnet and it will move. But because कितनी देर stick होगा, जैसे ही वो conveyor belt आगे जाएगा, आगे तो non-magnetic roller है, so it will not connect again and it will fall into the other collector. Did you understand? कितना अच्छा technology है. At the same time, the particles of the magnetic ingredients of the ore stick to the magnetic roller and therefore fall in the collector vessel which is near the magnetic roller. Getting my point? Did you understand this technique? And when this is happening, the magnetic and the non-magnetic ingredients in the ore can be separated depending upon the magnetic nature. मतलब ये जो technique है, I can use for only those ores which are magnetic in nature. Let me repeat it once again for you all. See, I cannot keep the conveyor belt. Okay, few questions which is being asked to me. I cannot keep the conveyor belt magnetic, which is not possible, is because अगर वो conveyor belt ही magnetic होगा और उसको ही stick होके रहने वाला है, the ore is going to stuck onto the belt. It will never fall into the collector, isn't it? First thing is that. Second thing, one is non-magnetic and one is magnetic. तो magnetic की तरफ जो attracted रहेगा, it will attract till it is coming on the magnetic roller. जैसे ही it will move ahead and move towards the non-magnetic side, it will lose the connection from the conveyor belt and fall into the collector. The gang are not magnetic. The ore is magnetic. So the main part of this machine, I said there are two rollers. One is magnetic, one is non-magnetic, moving on to the conveyor belt. And the conveyor belt is made up of leather or brass. I put the ore from the top. And when we do that, the particles of the non-magnetic part in the ore are not attracted towards the magnetic roller. Right? थोड़ा तो बाहर गिरेगा ही, जितना अच्छे से डायग्राम में दिया है वैसा नहीं होने वाला है, थोड़ा तो जाएगा. Where we can put it on the top again? No, we can put again on the powdered ore, isn't it? And at the same time, the particles of the magnetic ingredients stick to the magnetic roller and therefore fall in the collector vessel near the magnetic roller. Looking at this diagram, you might come up with lot of techniques कि मैम ऐसा भी कर सकते हैं, वैसा भी कर सकते हैं. But students, सब करने के बाद ये technique आया है. When you actually do it, that is the time when you understand what are the difficulties you are facing. दो मैग्नेटिक रोलर अगर हम नहीं यूज करेंगे तो अगर सिर्फ तुमने मैग्नेटिक यूज किया तो वो कन्वेयर बेल्ट पे ही रहेगा, और सिर्फ नॉन मैग्नेटिक यूज किया तो सेपरेशन ही नहीं होने वाला है. और गोल्ड को मुझे सेपरेट करना ही नहीं है क्योंकि गोल्ड का अलग प्रोसेस होता है. No, non-magnetic will fall in the first collector and magnetic will fall in the second collector. Chinmay, I answered your question. I said we are not going to use gold इस technique में because उसमें जो impurities है या gold है दोनों ही attract नहीं होगा. So how will you separate? You cannot keep the roller vice versa. You only think and tell me, can you do that? कौन से और magnetic होते हैं? Good question. To answer this question, as I said, this technique is used to separate magnetic and non-magnetic ingredients depending upon their magnetic nature. The example here is a cassiterite ore. कैसेटराइट इज द नेम ऑफ अ टिन ओर. टिन ओर मतलब उसमें मेटल टिन एक्सट्रैक्ट होगा और उस ओर का नाम है कैसेटराइट. It contains two ingredients. One is tannic oxide and other one is ferrous tungstate. Tannic oxide and ferrous tungstate. Ferrous tungstate मतलब iron की बात कर रहे हैं. So as we all know, iron is the magnetic ingredient, or tannic oxide, which is nothing but the tin, will the non-magnetic ingredient. So this way, the cassiterite ore, that is two ingredients, one is tannic oxide and ferrous tungstate, can easily get separated with the help of magnetic separation method. And it is also called as the electromagnet method because definitely we are using electricity for the movement here. Now what is you have to remember, see roller ये technique simple था, याद हो गया, बहुत अच्छा भी लगा, but important is the name of the ore. The name of the ore here used is cassiterite ore. What is the name of the ore? Come on, repeat. It's the cassiterite ore. And cassiterite ore is nothing but the tin ore, which contains two ingredients. Two ingredients are tannic oxide and ferrous tungstate. Cassiterite is the name given to that ore. और वो नेमिंग डिपेंड करता है कि वो कहीं एरिया से एक्सट्रैक्ट हुआ है या किसी पर्सन ने डिस्कवर किया है. वेरियस थिंग्स आर डिपेंडेंट ऑन द नेम. इट इज द नेम ऑफ द ओर व्हिच इज कॉल्ड एज कैसेटराइट. यस, इट्स अ टिन ओर. टिन ओर का मतलब टिन मेटल इज एक्सट्रैक्टेड विद द हेल्प ऑफ कैसेटराइट. अभी टिन ओर का मतलब क्या है? इसमें मेजॉरिटी कंटेंट टिन का होता है और कम कंटेंट होता है आयरन का. I am not interested in extracting iron from this. I am interested in extracting tin from this. So my main name of the ore becomes the tin ore, क्योंकि हम tin को extract करने वाले हैं. That is the tannic oxide. और जो ferrous tungstate है, which is of my no use, will get separated. In this way, we can extract tin. Ore, what is the meaning of ore? Oh my God, ऐसा लग रहा है पूरा रामायण पढ़ा दिया और अभी तक मुझे पूछ रहे हो राम कौन है? Ore means the metal. The minerals in which the metal is present along with the impurities. Now you might be feeling कि मैम ये जो गैंग है उसका क्या करना है? गैंग डिपेंड, अगर गैंग ज्यादा क्वांटिटी में है तो उस गैंग का भी प्रोसेस होगा और उसमें से भी मेटल एक्सट्रैक्ट कर सकते हैं. व्हाट इज टिन? टिन इज अ मेटल. इट्स एन एलिमेंट. यस, स्टैनस. There are not two magnetic rollers. There were one magnetic and one non-magnetic. See the diagram once again. Iron can be separated further depending upon what will be the quality of iron, how much amount of iron will be present in it. Okay, answer my question now. What does VK stands for in your name in the front? Which branch is VK standing for? Vikroli? Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. इसका आंसर इतना फटाफट इतने सारे जन को देने. So this was the another technique, which is magnetic separation method. Today we studied three techniques: Wilfley table method, hydraulic separation method, and magnetic separation method. And listen to me, if you don't read it today only, you will definitely forget. So I want everyone to read the technique today itself when you go after you finish with the class, or maybe tomorrow. But please do that. Yes, tannic oxide is non-magnetic. I hope I have tried to answer important questions, because not important questions also being asked to me in the chat box, which I don't feel like answering. And few students are always interested in asking, ma'am, is the lecture over? Is the lecture over? Are use the make the best use of the technology. You are not forced to sit for the class. You can go. You can leave the class anytime you want. कितने भी मिनट्स का लेक्चर तुम रख सकते हो. And other students, I've finished with the lecture. If you want, you can leave the meeting. I am waiting so that I answer the few questions which few students have. After that, you can leave the meeting. Okay, Chinmay, thank you. I was able to solve your doubts. Tapering means narrow from the bottom, like a V shape, which is moving down. Pehle broad hota hai, or slowly it is tapering. That is becoming narrow. No, I'm not going to say ferrous tungsten, Shivani, because मेरे को tin ore को separate करना है. The cassiterite ore contains large quantity of stannic oxide, so I'm interested in that. Electromagnetic method is this method which I'm talking about. That is magnetic separation method. Metallurgy means separation of the ore, extraction of the metal in the pure form. Magnetic roller इसलिए use करते हैं क्योंकि अगर magnetic impurity होगा तो वो remove हो जाएगा. Noble metals depend upon where is it coming from. Will it require separation or not? Yes, it is necessary to study all the chapter answers because I don't know what type of questions will be asked. Okay, sometimes other metal is mixed with other metal. No, you can't do that. You cannot mix gang and do the separation. अगर तुम mix करके फिर से remove भी करोगे तो भी metal के साथ metal रहेगा, वो तो remove करना ही पड़ेगा ना. That is basically the ore, which is two metals combined together. That is causing the trouble to us. Yes, yes, Vedant. Magnetic ingredient will fall near the magnetic roller. How will they fall? They will attract. No, जब तक वो conveyor belt magnetic roller के पास होगा, तब तक magnetic content उसको attached होगा. Minerals is the word which is given to ore, gang, compounds of metal together. So there is nothing called as minerals being separated. Yes. Tin means what, Shivani? What is tin ka Latin name? Do you know? Latin name of tin is only stannum. That is your stannic oxide. Yes, Priyanka. Very good. So tin ka symbol is not Tn. It is Sn. No, this is not based on gravitation. Based on gravitation was only two techniques, Wilfley table method and hydraulic separation method. Magnetic separation method does not come under gravitation. It is the B part. A part was separation based on gravitation and B1 was magnetic separation method. Yes, symbol is Sn.